All right, so the MMA hour was actually pretty good today. It was pretty good today. I have not watched an entire MMA hour since Ariel. It's just something about Ariel's voice. It was calming, it was soothing, I just really like Ariel Hawani. I do. I hope that he gets his footing at ESPN. It's strange for me to listen to ESPN and then it's strange for me to listen to the MMA hour. Luke Thomas is just always on like six Red Bulls, six monsters. He's always on six monsters. He's always calling everybody a donk. He's always kind of like, I don't know, it's something about him that is like, it doesn't quite make me comfortable to listen to for 2 hours. Ariel, that show used to be 6 hours long. I used to listen to that thing all the whole not the whole 6 hours, but a decent part of it I would listen to. A decent bit of it. Maybe like 3 hours I would be listening straight up. So, anyways, Luke Thomas basically was talking on the MMA hour, and I believe that he made a really, really good point. He basically started with the premise that he doesn't understand why fans are going against the UFC for pushing Darren Till. He was saying that Darren Till is the type of fighter that should be pushed. This is just how his argument started. His argument started that Darren Till is the type of fighter that should be pushed by the UFC because he's exciting. He makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand and all of this. He really got pretty extra with it. I don't know if anybody was feeling any of that. He said that, he went to Liverpool. Like, I don't know. A lot of the things he said about Darren Till, I was kind of like, okay, you missed the point completely. Everything that he was saying about Darren Till was just hype job stuff. It was just hype job stuff. He was like, the way that he knocked out Donald Cerrone, by and large, is a C-level fighter. I don't care who disagrees with it. Donald Cerrone is back and forth. That's it. He cannot cut off an octagon. He has very low fight IQ. He's just you know what he is? He's a badass dude. He's not afraid of anybody, and he's about his money. And that is respectable. Without a doubt, that is very respectable, but he's not really the guy that you get behind and say, like me, I like a fighter who's a student of the game. I like the GSPs. I really do like GSP. GSP is still, I believe he's still fasting. He's still doing intermittent fasting. He's eating once a day. Intermittent fasting and all of this type of stuff, it just makes him a better fighter, a better martial artist, even though he's not fighting. Donald Cerrone had just gotten knocked out twice in the fight right before that. Am I wrong? Right before the Darren Till fight, Gamebred knocked him out twice. Am I wrong about that? Gamebred knocked him out twice. So Donald Cerrone isn't the top of the heap. He's just a personality. He's got a good personality. He's the type of guy who will stand up for what he believes in. He will talk about stuff, but he will get shut down when a bigger opponent comes in the room. If Dana White comes in and says, shut up, Donald Cerrone will be shutting up. If a bigger person comes in the room and says, I'm going to beat you, he will be beat in that fight. He's just that type of guy, but he is about his money. He is about, he's not afraid of anybody in terms of fighting, but they were gassing him up all over a Donald Cerrone knockout. I'm like, Donald Cerrone just got knocked out. I'm not sure how this is impressive. So the fact that Luke Thomas was saying that, I was like, no, you missed the point completely. Darren Till is a big deal. I do think Darren Till is a big deal, but he solidified himself as a real UFC prospect now. A real one. He took, and I'll tell you why. It's not about him going to Liverpool and having a boring ass fight against Stephen Thompson and the UFC gassing him up in Liverpool. Of course his people are going to be behind him. You can't be impressed. None of that's impressive anymore. We know that by and large, your people are going to be behind you, so that's not impressive. It's not impressive that he knocked out Donald Cerrone. None of this is impressive. What is impressive from that young man What is impressive that a lot of people are missing out on is that when they tapped him to fight Tyron Woodley, he stepped up and said, "You damn straight. You damn straight. I'm down with it. I'm down with it, and I'll do whatever it takes to get there." That's what makes him a likable fighter. Colby Covington ducked that fight with Tyron Woodley. Colby ducked that fight. He's in the same book with Nico Montano, Yair Rodriguez, Amanda Nunes, Megan Anderson. He's on that same book, on that same page of duckers. But when the interim Boo Boo Belt was ducking the fight, Darren Till said no. He said, "No, I'm stepping up for this fight. I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care if you think I'm the betting favorite. I don't care if you think I'm the underdog. I'm going to fight this guy." And he actually believed that he was going to beat him. Now, he had nothing for him. No, he had nothing for him. But we all know that Darren Till is a good fighter. He is a good striker. He really is. I wouldn't say he's great because I just haven't seen enough from him. I haven't seen enough from Darren Till. That's why everybody knew. People who really watch MMA, they knew that this was an easy fight for Tyron Woodley. But Darren Till still stepped up for it, and he lost. He took his L. But after the fight, he went to every interview, every media moment. He did the post-fight press conference, and he also took time to go out, have an embrace with his opponent, say good job, well done. He also embraced Tyron Woodley's mom. We all saw that video. I don't know if you guys saw it, but the video came out with him and his mom, with Darren Till and Tyron Woodley's mom. She gave him a hug. She told him some kind words, and he said, "You know what? Those kind words, they actually help." He said they actually help. They did. He said they helped. They help you make you feel a little bit better. But the guy was humble in defeat. He took his L like a man. He took his L like a man. And he took his L, actually, I'm not even going to say like a man. He took his L like a real fighter. Not like Nico Montano, who literally ran from the flood by jumping in the fire. He didn't do that. He said, "No, I'm going to take my lumps. I got beat by the better man. It is what it is." He had a couple of little excuses here and there, but I couldn't be mad at those little excuses he was saying because he was being truly very humble. He said he was going to come back. "I will come back. I will show people that I'm the greatest." He's like, "I am going to show people that I'm the greatest. It's just that now I know where the bar is set." He knows where the bar is set now. Before, he just thought that what he was doing was good enough, and it just wasn't. The bar is so much higher than what he's at. But 25 years old, that guy's going to come back. Without a doubt. Humble in defeat was Darren Till. He's still Gorilla Till. And that guy has moved up a couple of notches in my book, in my opinion. If he moves up to middleweight, then I might actually be a fan and say, hey, this guy is going to make it up to the belt, and fight Robert Whittaker, because I think Robert Whittaker is going to beat Kelvin Gastelum. So, yeah, I'd like to see that. I would really like to see that. Hey, man, make a fight in middleweight. Just offer this guy a really good fight. Give him Darren Till versus Brad Tavares. Yeah, I like that. Darren Till versus Brad Tavares. Send that guy to middleweight so that we can all get on the bandwagon. Very humble in defeat. Very real, straight up fighter. Anyways, man, shout out to Darren Till. Premise was interesting. It was an interesting premise. He doesn't understand why people don't get why UFC is behind Darren Till. It's just the argument was odd. He missed the big point. He missed a really, really big point. Darren Till showed him and proved himself to be a real fighter. No doubt about it. Period. Win, lose, or draw, that guy's there. Anyways, guys, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button.